the 10 tribes were scattered first, and now the southern kingdom, we're scattered into all the earth, everywhere. We're scattered further than the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom. We're mixed in with all the nations of the earth. So we're the ones that which is falling down. When it talks about Jerusalem, it's talking about all of the 12 tribes of Israel. But most of the time it's referring to the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom. They were called Jerusalem. And I will build again the ruins thereof and will set it up. And so he's going to restore the kingdom to Israel, all of the 12 tribes of Israel. But specifically Judah, because Judah is the chosen tribe. But he's going to restore the kingdom to the 12 tribes of Israel that are scattered. All of the 12 tribes of Israel, we're scattered in the land of our captivity. The 10 tribes were scattered first, and now the southern kingdom of Judah and Benjamin are scattered. We're in the land of our captivities, our enemies. And so when Yahawah comes back, when Yahawashi comes back, he's going to send his angels to gather all of the 12 tribes of Israel that are scattered and bring us back to the land that he promised to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. So he didn't promise the land to anybody else. So how can he bring people back to the land that he didn't promise the land to? So he's not talking about anybody and everybody else in the whole wide world. He's going to rebuild the kingdom, the ruins thereof, and will set it up. Verse 17, that the residue of men might seek after Yahawah, and all the Gentiles upon whom my name is called, saith the Lord, who does all these things. And so it says that the residue of men might seek after the Lord. And so when Yahawashi returns to the earth, he's going to establish truth in the earth for the 12 tribes of Israel to rule the kingdom. So everybody else that's not Israel, the only way that you're going to be able to live on this earth is you're going to have to be a servant of Israel. That's it. And all the Gentiles, he's talking about the northern kingdom upon whom my name is called, of Israel. That's who the northern kingdom are. And the Lord who doeth, who saith the Lord who doeth all these things. And so when Yahawashi comes back, he's coming back to take over the whole earth. That's it. And if you're Israel, you have to understand that. But a lot of us are caught up in these religious institutions, these 501c3 corporations, and we're deceived because we think that's what serving the Most High is about, a religion. It's not about any religion. They use the word Christian to turn it into a religion and think, okay, that's who Yahawashi is coming back for. He's not coming back for Christians. He's not coming back for anybody of any religion. He's coming back for the chosen people, the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 18, known unto God, Yahawah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Jacob's name was changed to Israel. So known unto Yahawah of Israel are all his works from the beginning of the world. So Yahawah, he knows who he's dealing with. He's only dealing with the 12 tribes of Israel. He knows who we are and where we are. He knows all of us by names. He knows even the hairs on our head. And so though we're scattered in the land of our captivity, though we're in the land of our enemies, we're still his chosen people. We were scattered because we disobeyed the word of Yahawah. And he said, I'm not going to destroy you completely and totally, but I'm going to scatter you. And that's why he did it, because we disobeyed. We wouldn't obey the commandments. Hallelujah. And so that's why the commandments are still relevant. We have to keep all the word of Yahawah. Verse 19, wherefore my sentence is this, that we trouble not them which from among the Gentiles are turned to Yahawah. And so, he said, we trouble not them. Who is he talking about? He's talking about the southern kingdom of Israel, Judah, called Jews, that believe the gospel of the kingdom, the disciples, which from among the Gentiles, earlier he said from among us, the Gentiles, the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom that are scattered among the Gentiles, they're among the Japhet Gentiles. So they are referred to as Gentiles, the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom, who are turned to Yahawah, Yahawah of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And so if you think that he's talking about everybody else in the whole wide world, in this reference to Gentiles, then you're deceived. Verse 20, but that we write unto them that they abstain from pollutions of idols and from fornication and from things strangled and from blood. And so this is the recommendation of guidance and instruction that they were given to the Gentiles that were coming into the knowledge of the truth. Because one of the main reasons that the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom was scattered, they was worshiping devils, and then they stopped circumcising. So Yahawah said, that's it. I had enough. I'm scattering you. I'm divorcing you. I'm scattering you among the Gentiles. And that's what he did. And when he did that, he wrote them a bill of divorcement. So they were no longer referred to as Israel. And so now they're coming back into the knowledge of the truth, believing the gospel of the kingdom. And Peter saying, well, it's been our charge to present the gospel. And so now that they're coming back into the gospel, we're not going to put a yoke of bondage on them. We're going to just tell them to abstain from pollutions of idols. Don't worship idols and devils and fornication, false religion, and from things strangled with things strangled and blood. Don't be drinking blood. Don't be eating things that are strangled. And see, notice he didn't say, don't be eating no pork. No, don't be eating no swine. And this is another reference of contention among Israel. And it's been here a long time. And Yahawashi addressed it. But people act like he never addressed it. He said, what goes in the mouth doesn't defile a man. What comes out of the heart is what defiles a man. And so it's because people, even us, Hebrew Israelites, and the reason we take it out of context because we were deceived even when we were in Jerusalem. A lot of us was listening to them Pharisees, them lying Pharisees and Sadducees. They was taking the scriptures out of context, and we didn't know any better, and talking about what you can eat and what you can't eat. And the scriptures address that in the Old Testament and in the prophets. But people, they because of religion, that's where the deception comes in. All religions are deceptive. Judaism, Hinduism, Buddhism, Catholicism, Islam, Christianity, Judaism, all religions are deceptive because they have an agenda. It's to keep you deceived. But you don't know that you're deceived. And so people think that, okay, you can't eat this and you can't eat. It's not about meats. It's not about what you can eat and what you can't eat. Yahawashi addressed that. And so that's why the apostles are addressing it. It says, abstain from pollution of idols and from fornication, religions, and from things strangled and from blood. Because this is what all other people of the earth do that are not Israel. They do anything and everything. And when we're among them, we pick up their habits. And so the reason he's bringing this up, we're going to see it in a minute, but there were other Israelites that believed the gospel of the kingdom. They wanted to force the 10 tribes of the northern kingdom to be circumcised because they had stopped practicing circumcision. And so now that they're coming into the faith, they will say, well, they still got to be circumcised.